Welcome to another episode of Marine Science Facts. Fringing reefs are the most common and often the first type of coral reef to form along tropical coastlines. They grow directly from the shoreline of islands or continents, with little or no deep lagoon separating the reef from land. If you snorkel close to shore in many tropical regions, the coral reef you see is very likely a fringing reef. Fringing reefs form in warm, shallow, clear waters where sunlight can reach the seafloor. Corals need light because they live in partnership with microscopic algae that produce energy through photosynthesis. When conditions are right, stable temperatures, low sediment, and clean water, corals begin to grow along rocky or sandy coastlines, attaching themselves to solid surfaces. The formation of a fringing reef usually starts after sea level rises or stabilizes. As the ocean floods coastal areas, corals colonize the shallow zone near shore. Over time, layer upon layer of coral skeletons build upward and outward, creating a reef structure that parallels the coastline. Because the reef grows right next to land, fringing reefs are strongly influenced by what happens on shore, including runoff, pollution, and coastal development. Structurally, fringing reefs often have distinct zones. Closest to shore is the reef flat, a shallow area that may be exposed during low tide. Farther seaward is the reef crest, where waves break and energy is highest. Beyond that lies the forereef, a sloping area where corals grow downward into deeper water. Each zone hosts different species adapted to wave energy, light levels, and water movement. Ecologically, fringing reefs are extremely important. They provide habitat for fish, crustaceans, mollusks, and countless other organisms. Many reef fish use fringing reefs as nurseries, sheltering among corals and feeding in shallow waters before moving to deeper reefs. These reefs also support local fisheries that coastal communities depend on for food and income. Fringing reefs act as natural coastal defenses. By absorbing wave energy, they reduce erosion and protect beaches and shorelines from storm damage. In some regions, fringing reefs are the first and most important line of defense against waves and storm surge, especially where mangroves or barrier reefs are absent. Because they lie so close to land, fringing reefs are also among the most vulnerable reef types. Sediment runoff can smother corals, excess nutrients can fuel algal growth, and coastal construction can physically damage reef structures. Climate change adds further stress through warming waters and ocean acidification, increasing the risk of coral bleaching and slowing reef growth. Fringing reefs are also central to reef evolution. According to the classic reef formation model first proposed by Charles Darwin, fringing reefs represent the earliest stage of reef development. If a volcanic island slowly sinks over geological time, a fringing reef can become separated from land by a lagoon, forming a barrier reef. Continued subsidence may eventually lead to the formation of an atoll. In this way, fringing reefs are the foundation from which more complex reef systems can develop. Globally, fringing reefs are found throughout the Indo-Pacific, the Red Sea, the Caribbean, and parts of the Western Atlantic. Famous examples occur along the shores of the Great Barrier Reefs Islands, the Red Sea coastlines, and many tropical islands in Southeast Asia and the Pacific. In summary, fringing reefs are living coastal structures built by corals growing directly from land into the sea. They support biodiversity, protect coastlines, sustain fisheries, and represent the first stage of long-term reef development. Their close connection to land makes them both invaluable and highly vulnerable, highlighting the importance of protecting coastal waters and managing human impacts near shore. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up and hit that notification bell to never miss out on any ocean stories. Let us know in the comments section which ocean facts you want to hear next.